This is something I've been aware of for a long time. It's to do with the thinking of a collective, of a community. This has to do with relationships, in any form of relationship. You can see it breaking down. I mean, but even when the two people are even considering, being in a relationship with each other, um, you can pick up on a lot, a whole lot. So the relationship is already crumbling from the beginning. Some manage to have enough patience and will to listen and adapt. Those make it, but those ones that either one person or maybe both, there's some things they're not willing to compromise on. That really means nothing. It could be a flavor of somebody's drink, and they'll take that to the extreme. But those usually make it. It's the ones that have the differences of religion, um, those who believe in status, and those who believe that they are better than someone else. Now these here, they're easy to manipulate. Those relationships are easy to break up. It depends on the strength of both individuals. But the outside forces, the outside people who are absorb this, who's watching everything, see, they have nothing better to do to try to find weaknesses in other people, in other people's relationships, to try to see if they can infiltrate that and tear that down. That's for them to decide what they are and what purpose that has. But for us, who's not afraid, we understand the purpose that they have. It's to point out the flaws that we have in that relationship. Those flaws are in both individuals, but they mask it. They mask it pretty well. I'm guilty of that myself. So they call them insecurities. Those things need to be addressed, and in order to have a healthy relationship, you both have to understand what it is that you've seen in that person, because you've seen the flaws too. So don't wait months later and then go hollering to your friends that this and that about a person, because you knew that before y'all even decided to be in a relationship. But both of you signed a contract of souls, and that contract is legal in the spirit realm. So you knew what that person was about, and they knew what you was about. But instead of you two knowingly or unknowingly working on that situation without the other person even knowing, allowing that person to strengthen that part of themselves, you held back and you left that as the pitfall for them to fall in whenever you decided you had no more use for them. And that's in all kinds of relationships that the same thing is going on. Because you don't deal with your own insecurities, they don't deal with theirs, and there you go. Those vampires on the outside just can't wait to sink their teeth in you. These people, they've had disturbed relationships in their family structure since birth. So it's easy for them to pick up on these things, and they exploit them for their own gratification. They feel like they one up you. They got to be better than you now, But that's an empty shell that will not be filled. They will have to go do that repeatedly for the rest of their lives until they decide to make that change. Me personally, I have no desire to take someone from a relationship that they're in. I don't envision that. I don't think of such thing. Now, she's fine. Yes, I'm going to say, oh yeah, I want to hit that, but it's not going to be take her from it. You know what I mean? Or vice versa, whatever. Some people are gay, so that's why I say vice versa. It might be a man on man, woman on woman. I don't care about that. I'm straight, but that is premeditated. There's something wrong with you. You would not want that done to you, but you do it to other people. You see how mixed up that is? You have lack of morals for yourself. Because see, I'm like this here. I want my own, and I want to put in the work to get it. Because at the end of the day, I am full. I am full of knowledge and substance. I can just have a drink for my thirst and have a good night. But as I see, for the last year and 4 months, maybe 5 months now, y'all are really troubled. You have to understand, 24 hours a day, your concern is to take somebody's happiness away. You can't be okay. Your mindset tells the truth. If your mindset is to take somebody's happiness away because you don't have any, and you've been looking in the outside world for it, let me tell you, you won't find it out there. Your happiness, your spirit is joy. Your spirit is happiness. It feeds you. That it's in you. You express it, but you're not able to express it because your chakras are blocked. And there's stagnant energy inside of you that is festering. This is why you get deeper and deeper into going towards depression. It's a design to make you go into depression. I want you to express yourself, because the sun, the radiation from the sun will come out. Everything goes underneath the sun. So you are healing. You have rejuvenated that energy. That's not the word I'm looking for, is it? You transmitted that energy. It was already good energy coming in you, but if you're healthy on the inside, you magnify that. So that reaches farther, and it is potent. It's been magnified. It was already pure, and you've magnified it. And that right there, just that alone, will change the environment around you. And everybody travels out of their environment. So you are constantly spreading that farther and farther. But you all that are full of that negativity, standing over there in a little bunch, you're shooting out a whole lot of it. That's why you can feel the shift. You can feel the shift in different neighborhoods, different spots. You'll feel it. That's your confirmation about what I'm saying is true. Your feelings don't lie to you. But someone can confuse your feelings. But what the confusion is the connection between your brain and your heart. It's not making sense because somebody's putting a state of confusion on you. But in a different scenario, your heart is telling you loud and clear. There's something wrong. Just that simple. You have to learn to be aware of your body, your mechanism in your body. They are telling you stuff. It's so much information in just what you feel, because that's exactly what it is. It's like sonar. It picks up sound. Your body, it picks up these vibes. It picks them up, and it's talking to you. If you would pay attention to that, your life would change. I mean, you would know. You would feel this. You would feel the shift. It's like somebody just crunk you up. You've been sitting over there just standing there dead the whole time. This will crank up your motor. Then you have to listen for the kinks and everything else, And then there's other people like myself, if you watch the videos, and if you're really absorbing the information that they're giving, oh man, in your time of need, it will be there. Just it's God coming through us. You're never left alone. You are blocking your message, because this is a world thing. That's why my feeling towards, they say, fame and stuff, I'm still the same person. you know, but those are just like-minded people, and we have made it to a point where we don't have to deal with all this. We don't have to be saturated with all this negativity, because we rose above it. That's what they mean by on top. You can rise above it too. I've always said this with my kid. They talk about celebrities, say, man, y'all, that motherfucker ain't better than me. I'm not going to be groveling behind nobody. I got a lot of people that I listen to repeated, though. I mean, I give them their props. But groveling around like, man, no. Anyway, you see, we're in a relationship right now, me and you. And the way that I'm treating you is the way I would want to be treated. So we're having a good relationship. I'm working on your insecurities and mine. That's how a relationship gets along, but that's how a relationship grows. But a lot of people are not willing to face their trauma. They rather put on the mask of being cool. I'm hip. I'm you a lot of things, don't you? In order to get that degree, you have to pass the class. So you're not anything right now. Nothing that you're trying to be, because you will always be you. And that's what you need. That's the thing you need to do, is just be you. Everything else will be an experience. You cannot give me a title. You can give me a master of oneself. Once I master myself, there's no degree you can give me to make me feel like I accomplished something. Because all that information that they're giving out, I already have it in me. I just have to access it. I don't go to school to learn to do nothing. I pay attention. Advertisement and everything, I use it when I speak. I use all that knowledge without even thinking about it, because before I got started, I envisioned those things and I put them together as a unit that's just circling around in my head. It is picking up information and it is spitting it out through my morals, my emotions, and everything is involved in exactly what I do. So I'm one being.